every evening when the sun goes down, get with my party and I begin to clown. I don't care what the people are thinking. I'm not drunk, I'm just a drinking. I set 'em up, another round. I set 'em up, another round. I set 'em up, another round. One more round won't get me down.
Hello and welcome to Drinking with Fear. My name is Pete Selby, I am the Fear, and I'm sat around a table looking at some different faces than normal because we don't have Ben. Now,
Yay!
Hey! Just blew my headphones off completely. Yeah, but Ben's not here. So this is probably going to be the best episode that we've ever done. Easily. Yeah. To my right, we have Wayne.
Hello.
To my right, again, we have Mr. Saunders is still here.
Well, hello.
Hello. And opposite me, delighted to say hello to Wayne too.
Hello, Wayne too.
Hi, Wayne too.
Hello, Wayne too.
First of all, what are we drinking now? First of all, most of us are absolutely flying right now. So like, I'm catching up with yesterday's. I'm just topping up on the old Moretti train, which I know a lot of people are going to be saying, "Oh yeah, sticking to that Moretti." So shoot me, right? Wayne, what are you drinking?
I've gone for Foster's.
You've got a Foster's.
Yeah.
Why?
This is my first of the day. I've not had I've just got back from Cornwall.
Yeah.
It was a day or so ago, and
The land of Fosters.
the land
exactly,
of Foster's.
yeah.
I mean, we didn't have any
drank a
meat.
lot.
Did you go around the factory, the Foster's factory, where it's obviously where it was born,
Indeed,
where
yeah.
it was found?
Yeah, it was very enjoyable. But yeah, I had a few tins left over, so
So you bought it.
I thought to waste them on you.
So you cheers. So you took Foster's with you.
Well, I had it was a Christmas present,
All right.
a big case of
And it's
it.
the last one that you've opened.
Yeah.
Because you keep on bringing all that weird shit.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. So you've actually bought something normal. Saundersaurus, what are you drinking? What kind of lager is that?
Well, Pete, tonight,
It's a stout, isn't it?
I'm not going to lie, I've watched a lot of football today in the pub
Yes.
and drank a lot of the lagers. So I'm
Guinness and
having-
Black.
Those
Yes.
damn those lagers.
Having a nice Cab Sav.
Ooh.
A 2016.
I think that's the classiest drink we've had on
The
here.
Cars.
I think so. I think the classiest drink from it's from Saunders.
The least classy one.
Yeah.
It's all about balance.
And Wayne, now the one thing that you've got one of my favourite bottles in front of you.
I have indeed.
Yep.
Can
Oh, we're
viewers
getting the
guess?
Oh,
What about
That's a
that?
good one.
it's fantastic. Can someone else just like use? Can I borrow someone else's ears? Because that's goes straight through. I'm the only one wearing headphones, so that's gone straight through. But no, you've got the Grolsch on the go.
Bottoms up.
And cheers as well. So what are you drinking? You got the Grolsch.
Also Estrella. Damn.
Oh, it's the classic duo. It's the Sutton and Shearer of the lager world. It's the Bonnie and Clyde. It's the Morecambe and Wise.
But you don't mix them.
It's another one of those things that really grinds my gears.
It's the
that nobody pronounces the pissing beer right.
What?
How do you
It's
pronounce it?
Estrella.
Australia.
Same as this Mallorca,
Isn't that how you
not
say
Mallorca.
Australia?
And it's not mozzarella, is it? It's mozzarella. And it's Ibiza, not Ibiza, as we say. It's Estrella.
Did I get it wrong then?
Okay, but
Everyone does. Everyone does. You're not on your own.
Damn.
but normally you're pissed though, aren't you? So like, it's Australia. Is that so? How do you say it properly?
Estrella.
Australia.
Yeah. Like Mallorca. Double L is a Y in Spanish.
Yeah, but you can just say Mallorca and everyone knows where you.
You don't say Majorca, do you? Or Mallorca.
Actually,
You say
Mallorca.
Cab Sav.
Oh, yeah. That's fine. What's wrong with that? That's
It's a contraction.
yeah, the contraction could be whatever
Is
you
that
like,
right?
surely.
Okay.
I don't know. I think if people are from Australia, because I presume it's a region or an area or a town.
I have no idea.
It's obviously heavily associated with
I
the
think it's
lager.
from Barcelona, actually.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh right. Well, I mean, it's obviously closely related, just like Foster's is to Cornwall.
Yeah.
It's what you think of straight away.
It's probably where it's manufactured, to be there.
It probably is.
Yeah.
So anyway, so Ben's not here. This is the first ever one that we've done with. Well, actually, I tell a lie.
It was just a mess, though, wasn't it?
It's a complete mess. The live episode, as we said, down the Pied, we then stayed and carried on and did one afterwards, which was a complete train wreck. What we were talking about, I don't know. I've not listened back to it yet.
Drunken mess.
It was a drunken mess. It could be gold. It could be, no, it won't be. And it's only about 18 minutes long. So I'm going to take I'll take a look at that in honour of Wayne 2's appearance on the show, and then I'll just do a bit of shall we put it? Maybe a few sneak previews of it and release that.
Just let's not. Let's not, because I remember.
Do you?
Yeah.
See, the thing is, I don't remember at all.
Oh, I do.
I think I
do.
remember a little bit. Yeah.
I mean, we were flying then. We were absolutely gone. Well,
Wayne 1 was wankered.
You were. Were you on the whiskey, weren't you? You were still on that whiskey
I
train.
can't even remember.
Did you?
No idea.
Do you remember sucking off that old man outside?
Yeah, thanks
No,
for
that
that.
was the other night when I was sober.
Did
I
you
remember having work the next day and not feeling too clever.
I think you then ran home naked through the town.
Might have.
Yeah, that won't be the first time that you've actually ran home naked from the pub as well. Actually,
Maybe
not from
not,
the pub,
no.
but we've discussed this already on the
Yes,
on the
we
pod. We do actually have we have a viewer.
An audience
We have
member.
an
do.
audience as well.
First time ever.
Yeah, can the crowd make some noise?
Woo!
You're not the crowd, you
I know, but you can't pick it up over there, can you?
Of course you can. Okay, can the crowd make some noise?
Oh, Jesus, all right, yeah, that did blow out
That
there.
was a million times louder than I thought. A million times louder than I thought. So apologies if that's just broken your car windscreen or wherever you listen to this. Yeah, Cam's listening. He's gave up on Street Fighter. We had a glorious couple of minutes before you turned up, actually, Wayne, where Cam, who doesn't really understand what player 1 or player 2 or an arcade machine is, and so when
Never would have seen one
or
before,
press
I'm
start
sure.
or what, all that, it's all foreign because it's not, you're not got headphones on and talking to someone. It's all, do you know what a CD is? It's kids nowadays. I don't know. It was.
Did you
really
see that
good.
wonderful thing this week on the internet of two 17-year-olds trying to use a rotary dial phone for the first time?
Oh, that
They were
sounds
allowed to
sweet.
order pizza, but only if they could use this rotary dial phone.
Really?
Yeah, it did not end well. It was fantastic.
Yeah, but
Well, to be
surely,
fair, Selby can't either, but that's because he can't fit his fingers in the...
true things are always funnier, aren't they? Yeah, but even if, like, you gave, say, Cam a telephone, like a proper dial telephone, you'd know how to use it, surely. You've seen...
Well, we could ask him.
You'd have seen a YouTube clip of how to use it, surely.
Right, and then go around to the number that it'd be, surely.
No, see, he's already got it wrong.
I had more faith in him. Never mind. But
I blame the parents.
I blame the dad.
yeah, well, I'll do it all. most occasions, but definitely in this case. Cheers, Minty.
Thank you very much.
So,
Are we going to discuss the top 5 things we hate about Roper?
we could be here all day. We are now.
Yeah, it sounds like you've already prepared a list as well. So
I
please go
haven't, but I
first.
knew it was going to roll off the tongue so easily. I didn't need to.
I'll start. His face, his voice, his personality, his attitude,
Just him.
his smell.
Definitely the smell.
Definitely the smell. The way he's been treating his girlfriend in the last few
Oh,
weeks,
gosh.
which to be honest made for podcast gold. But yeah, he's not here. He's obviously got a very good reason why he's not here. But she might actually have murdered him.
Oh, that's a very good point. I mean, do you know he's not been here because he's like sent you messages on WhatsApp?
Exactly.
Yeah.
When was the last time you saw him in person?
Oh, I was about to say he's messaging me today, but I just realised that could be anyone.
That could be her.
This could be it. When was the last time, Wayne, too, that you saw Ben in person?
I would say last week,
Last week.
at least.
Saunder?
I'd say it was last Sunday night at the pub quiz.
Exactly that.
Exactly the same for me.
When did we release the last episode?
So yours was like maybe the week before that. So we've not seen him in a week, and all we've had is messages.
Ali actually texted me, not Ben, but Ali texted me to put her team on for Last Man. Because usually they're down on a Friday, but usually if they're not, Ben will text me. But he didn't. Ali did.
Oh, so his girlfriend's text you. Now this is
Plot thickens.
yes.
This is Ben's girlfriend's
we-
name, by the way,
yeah.
which I've never mentioned before.
Oh yeah, yeah. We better check. So
Right,
if
bleep
there's,
that out.
if there's beeps there, you know,
Yeah.
we'll see.
This might be put in for police evidence
Yeah,
at some point.
I mean, Ben actually does know that I because I think I told him, but I actually invited her on the show.
On the show?
Oh,
I heard you just invited her around when he was out.
Mate, that would have been the best episode tonight.
It could still happen. I mean, obviously now she's a murderer. It's even better because then we could.
I don't
Maybe
want to be
somehow
murdered.
provide her an alibi.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Well, we're not
Because
going to help her.
if she has killed him, is it the worst thing that's happened?
No, not has. It's not has. It's have. Because this is obviously 100% true.
Oh, naturally,
we have solved the case that no one knew existed. Mm-hmm. That's how good we are. We've solved the crime before it's been committed.
And we've done it in 3.5 minutes.
Exactly. This is perfect. No, I invited her.
That's usually what Selby does things in.
Yeah, I invited Colville Shotgun. I invited her on the show, but I asked her when Ben wasn't there. To which Ben obviously found out straight away because she's obviously said, "Guess what? Pete's invited me on Drinking with Fear on an episode when you're not there." And Ben told me. I said, "Yeah, I did. I think that'd be quite good."
Was this the time when you were telling us that we're going to start doing your broadcast in your bedroom, and then it would just be you and her, and you'll have the cameras ready?
Sans clothes.
Anyway, so I kind of.
Would you video that one as well?
Yeah, we are going to get onto the process of recording this, but the studio is currently being constructed. Rather than Drinking with Fear Towers, it's going to be moved still inside Drinking with Fear Towers, but to a better location that has just been ridiculed basically by everyone who were told today. Anyway, more on that later. But there is one thing with Facebook, the Facebook or FaceNet as I like to call it.
All on it.
Is that one of the places where you can get the podcast?
It is one of the places where you can get the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, bit of housekeeping.
Yeah,
Yeah. Type in Drinking with Fear on Facebook and you'll be absolutely fine and you'll find all the episodes, Apple Podcasts, Spotify and YouTube and all that.
I believe you can get us by smoke signal.
Yeah, exactly. Just send a pigeon and I will nearly run it over, which I did nearly today. I clipped a pigeon. No, one thing with the Facebook is obviously, you've got family and friends and this and you don't want to put anything really like controversial on there at all. And so, I got really pissed and put on there, if I said to you, Momo.
Yeah.
Now, for those who are like Wayne 2 at the moment, who doesn't understand what Momo is, basically there's like this freaky kind of like Japanese kind of horror picture, which apparently appears in YouTube clips and it pops up in
specifically for children.
For children, yeah, and it pops up and tell them to like hurt themselves and that, or even kill them. It's a thing like that. Now the problem is this story kind of like broke out in the week, and the one thing with all the reports on it, right, there wasn't actually anyone who'd seen this. Okay, because it was like thousands of people have seen it, but there was not like, oh, here's a video with it on. Didn't exist. Here's someone who actually saw it. No, there's no evidence. So this story's ran and ran. And then all of a sudden, a day later, all the news kind of broke that it's absolute bollocks. It actually doesn't exist. So, and YouTube, they posted saying, by the way, this doesn't exist. Mm-hmm. And so all this, and schools have been having like assemblies to tell the kids who 99.9% of them do have no idea what this is. They've now told them about it and to be careful about something that doesn't exist, and everyone started to lose the
So
plot.
they've gone home and typed into YouTube scary videos, self-harm.
Exactly.
suicide.
And then it's all there because all the news outlets have been...
Exactly,
So-
and so it all got complete bonkers. But of course, if you type in like Momo now on YouTube, there'll be loads of people who have made one in the last 2 or 3 days because of it's now a thing. So anyway, I posted. I think it
A
went
video on YouTube.
I think it went along the lines of the only people who believe in this Momo thing are the same people who retweet this to win a holiday, because you get these people who like retweet a picture of like a beach, and it's it's a fake Thompson, and it's not Thompson holidays.
Thompson fans.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Have all sort of got 5 free holidays to give away to
the Butlins
Caribbean.
crew have got like 97,000 holidays to give away. Retweet this. No, it doesn't work. So anyway, I put that down there. I got quite a bit of stick from that, to be honest.
Did you?
Yeah.
From who?
From parents of people, and
Your
basically,
sister.
no, not my sister actually, but relatives. They were kind of saying like, just because you don't have kids, so we'll do everything to protect them. And I went, yeah, exactly, yeah, fine, but don't. The problem is because I run or help out on a page on Facebook that has like 9,000. There's people posting on there. This is what my son has found on the thing. No.
Lies.
You're lying to get attention.
This is the definition of fake news.
It is
the
the ultimate fake news. So loads of people saying, yeah, but my one person replied saying, my kid's seen the picture of the Momo character and was in tears.
It's fucking everywhere.
Yeah, you saw the report. The kid's seen a news report about it, about something that doesn't exist, and then they've been really like upset about it. It's complete shit.
It's just like a sculpture from like Japanese mythology.
It angers me slightly. It's not even actually mythology. It won some competition last year. The bloke's now apparently actually destroyed it.
Yeah, it's a model, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a model, and he's torn it to pieces.
It's like chicken legs.
But I actually got a very angry text from a missing member of this podcast because of one of my comments to your Facebook.
I think did you say like you 100% agree with me?
I said something along the lines.
Oh no, that was about something about traffic.
I said something. I didn't articulate very well, but I said it makes me laugh because it's the parents are the problem, and he got kind of upset about it.
Really?
Yeah. So Ben, if you're listening,
Screw you.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah. No. We're friends again now. Yeah. Well, or was it Ben?
Well, I would say fuck you, Ben, but obviously rest in peace, really.
Yeah, indeed, yeah. You shouldn't speak ill of the dead.
And if I'm honest, if we all remember back to the days of the Met, do you remember the drink Mets?
Yes.
Do you remember the Judder Man?
In
the adverts?
Yeah.
100 times scarier.
Oh yeah, I was going to say,
as
what's he
bad
done?
as the tango guy?
Oh,
The orange tango guy?
That was James Corden, wasn't it? One of them.
wee Jimmy.
That's the hit of the full fruit.
If we painted you slightly less orange,
If we took your tan down a few shades.
Oh my god! Oh, but the best thing about the Tango Man, Cam, again, you'll have no idea what we're talking about.
Look it on the YouTube.
Now this is actually educational to look on YouTube at. Tango Man, it's brilliant. Basically, the Tango, the drink. They got like a big fat man painted in orange to go up to people on the street. Obviously, it's all filmed and that, and they didn't know it was coming, an actor. And basically, go up behind him or whatever and just slap him on the cheeks, like double-handed, like whoosh, and then run off. And it was quite funny. But of course, everyone copied it. So, like, if you're at
Happy
school at the
slapping,
time,
wasn't
yeah,
it?
it was like the original.
You've been tangoed.
You've been tangoed, yeah. Brilliant.
see, that was like a more innocent time.
Well,
Where-
it was before mobile phones and the internet. That was the
Exactly.
problem.
I remember the time the advert got banned because all these primary school kids were doing it to each other, and you're hearing the news that their ears were being ruptured and shit like that. I wonder how fake that actually was, if that shit actually happened.
It was a million times less fake than it would be now. There'd be
Yeah.
people dying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but we've got
Suicides.
no way to check up on those news stories. No one ever showed me a kid whose ears got damaged.
The problem for me
stuff like
nowadays
that.
is that the kids are smarter than the parents when it comes to the internet.
Well,
And there's some. So I play Fortnite. I'm a big fan of the game, and there was a lot of stories that during the game, Momo would appear and talk to your kids. Technology doesn't work like that. You can't just hack a game. It doesn't work like that.
and they said the story was that this Momo thing had infected YouTube videos on the kids' site. So the kids' area of YouTube. It's absolute shit. Like, infected. Infected. Was it got a cold? Didn't it wear
I
a
feel
jumper?
really strongly about this thing.
Well, no, because it's nonsense. Like, it's infected these videos. No, well, it hasn't. It hasn't. Because these videos have been there for like years. Peppa Pig and that. It was Peppa Pig, weren't it?
Yeah.
And
You'd have to put a new
halfway-
video on. You can't infect an old video.
It's
It'll have to be a new video. I think we should clarify though that I completely understand with parents. I completely get.
Yeah.
However, what's happened in this situation is that the spreading things you don't know about has actually made the situation worse.
Exactly. It's not the fact that parents are reacting in that way, because that's fine. Like
Absolutely.
everyone who put it, but you got kids. Yeah, exactly. I completely agree with that. But the fact is that then you get people retweeting a story about this Momo thing. They don't have a fucking clue. They don't know. So like you're contributing to it. You're scaring all the parents. I think there's some parents that are going, this is just shit. This doesn't exist.
I do exactly know what you mean now by this Momo, whatever.
Mofo.
No, because the
I
notification.
prefer Mofo.
Yo. Little kid comes up, walks into the kitchen. Yo, mum, make me some tea. Yo, hey. Mofo. What's that? Oh, Peppa Pig told me to say it. I think we should come up with our new viral thing, because you've got Mofo.
Yeah.
You had the Harlem Shake. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
You had the Mannequin Challenge,
Yep.
which I think Mr. Vardy did a goal celebration once, actually.
Slender Man.
Preferring, well, Slender Man. Yeah, but that's just a horror character, isn't it? What?
Yeah, but it's been made into another one of these big hoaxes. Another one of the big hoaxes.
Was it?
Yeah, it got blown out of all ports again. It's I want to say, and I could be wrong, a Nordic
Horror. Yeah,
kids' fable.
Yeah,
almost, and it's been made into another one of like making kids do things they shouldn't do.
Like 10-foot tall person in the woods.
Yeah, the Judah Man, actually.
Oh.
I am scared of the Judah Man, by the way. There's a
Yeah,
tree not far from me that looks like him.
What are you scared of, Wayne? As a horror fan yourself.
Oh, as a horror fan, I used to be really, really scared of Watership Down.
It's a scary film.
It's fucking terrifying. It's
scary.
horrible.
Watership Down is a scary film. I mean, you probably, when it was brought out, you were there, weren't you?
I'd watched it first time it ever came out on the pictures.
Pictures.
The what?
Let's just wallow in the glory of the word pictures.
The cinema. The flicks.
The talkies.
The movie house.
Talkies, yes.
The first time you went to the cinema, was there a band playing in front of the, the screen?
Fuck off.
No, but no, it is quite scary, Watership Down.
Never seen it, gotta say.
It's
horrific.
It is horrific.
Well, I've been told, so I didn't watch it.
No,
Why would you?
It's
It's very good.
It is very good.
But
Did you
it's quite
see
upsetting.
the watered down version?
What, the one that came over Christmas at
Yeah.
BBC? No, I didn't. Mainly because I was too scared.
Yeah, but the watered down version was shit, really, because you've got obviously the.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, it was good, but it wasn't. If you watched it and you've never seen the original, you go, okay, that's pretty decent. But the fact that the original's out there and really good, you're not going to do it. But we should create our own. We should create our own viral thing. We tried to with the obviously writing in mirrors in bathrooms.
Which I'm still doing.
Yeah, I am as well.
Yeah.
Are you still writing Drinking with Fear?
I've never once read that.
Oh,
What was it? What were we saying to write?
Pissing in kettles and stuff like that.
That's right. That's a good point.
I thought that's what we were doing. Just me.
No, the idea was to write Drinking with
Not
Fear.
pissing in kettles, we're just writing about it. I don't physically do that. But
The idea was to write Drinking with Fear. In the mist on the window.
I grossly misunderstood the situation.
So the bathroom mirror in a
this is
hotel.
our viral marketing
this is-
scheme
this
that you've
is-
just screwed.
Yeah, this is
I
how
thought
it
we were
works.
supposed to say funny things.
No, because how are they going to come back to the website, drinkingwithfear.com, where you can listen to all the episodes? That was the thing. You write drinkingwithfear.com on the misted mirror in a hotel bathroom, and then the next day, it's there. It
That
appears.
sounds like a viral thing.
So when-
in its own way,
Yeah,
it's
so-
like people. I was in a hotel and they had this website I went to, and afterwards I got murdered.
Well,
Obviously, they couldn't tell that story because
well,
they've been murdered.
Another thing is, in the world of podcasts, I don't know whether you listen to any podcasts, but the ones that are really popular are these like serial ones about murders and that. And then you listen to episode after episode and you kind of like solve the crime, or they tell you that they're really popular. So I reckon this episode will take off because we just solved the crime. Obviously with Ben.
Love you, Ben.
Yeah.
By the way, wherever you are,
Loved.
Loved.
Yeah.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Ali, you bastard.
But we've just solved. So if we kind of link it to those kind of like serial podcasts, we could get tens of millions of thousands of people listening.
Tens of millions.
I'm pretty sure that's how maths work.
That's a tens of millions of 1,000% more than now. So it's good.
Oh, I think so. No, but the Slender Man, that I do like horror films, but there are things
I don't like a horror film.
I jump quite easily. So in a film, even if it's just a a loud, all of a sudden it's a loud noise or whatever, and that's a bit of a jumpy moment. I'm fucked. You know what I mean?
You're a bit like a dog that farts. Gets
What wakes?
well, a dog like whenever a dog farts, he always gets
he is
surprised
like
by
that
so
just
far.
generally. Nothing to do with films. He is just like a dog that farts.
I am just a dog fart. Describe Pete to someone who's never met him. Dog fart. Dog fart. But I jump quite easily. I do like horror films, but I don't like... It's the jumpy aspect will make me jump all the time. Even if it's just a loud moment in a PG or whatever film, it will still just kind of... all of a sudden there's like a loud noise. I will...
Your little girl scream as well.
I will throw popcorn in the air. I will piss myself. I'll be sick. Peas and carrots everywhere. Oh, it'll be awful. And I'm watching, the latest,
Care Bear movie.
Care Bear movies. There's a loud moment. The scariest thing I've ever seen at the cinema was Signs. Yeah. Back in the day, early 2000s, there was a Mel Gibson film, Signs, about they lived in the country in America, so they got like the farmers and that, and then the aliens came. It's a PG, or was it 12? I think it was 12.
Might have been a 12, yeah.
And yeah, it wasn't horror, but it was there was that kind of aspect to it and all that sort of thing. And I was in the cinema and it was absolutely packed, and there was a big row of us, 10 or 12 or something. And during the film, I started talking and didn't watch the screen for about 5 minutes, so I completely lost the train of thought.
What
with
a
the film.
knob!
Yeah, you are the worst.
Who would do that?
But I completely lost the train of thought with the film. And in the film, there was a point where they were watching a video recording of a kid's party, and they had, in the background in this kid's party, they had patio doors. And they were watching this footage, and as I turned my head back to the cinema screen, all of a sudden this alien walked past the patio door on this video recording, and I shit myself. Like, I stood up. The one thing
I remember.
the one thing I did, I stood up, and we were sat very near the front, packed cinema, and I stood up and I was just frozen. My legs are just locked. And I'm like, just frick the shit out of me. And it had a little bit of dramatic music on as well. It was quite a well put together piece, but I just completely shit myself. And I couldn't sit down. I couldn't sit down
No
for
one
a
told
few
you to
seconds.
sit down. After you stood up, they could still see over your head.
Well, not
Yeah,
around
sure.
my fucking head. But yeah, that was...
Is that the Mel Gibson film? Did you say?
Yes.
Is that the one that he actually sent up himself in Scary Movie 3?
I could not tell you.
I'd probably say...
Because
probably
I've not
is.
seen Signs, but Scary Movie 3, there's elements of Signs, I believe.
Oh, Signs is a good film. It's got... what's his lad? It's
Joaquin Phoenix?
Joaquin Phoenix. Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix. And what's her face is in it as well, the kid.
Fanning.
Yeah, Dakota Fanning.
Dakota Fanning.
And so, yeah, but it's a really good film. But that fucking moment, that shit, really, really did shit me up. Really shit
And
me
you
up.
were the only person in the cinema as well.
Oh, no one else.
Everyone else was like,
Yeah.
dude, someone just walked past the screen.
Yeah,
That's all that happened.
no one batting an eyelid. Oh,
I've kind of discussed it, Peter. There's a big fan of cinema, which I know you are. That you would, I assume you listen to the popular Radio 5 podcast it's broadcast on a Friday, May
The Wittertainment.
come out. Wittertainment, yeah.
Oh, yes.
And that's one of the...
I'm a member of the
That's
church,
one
yes.
of the... Well, you are not, because you broke one of the golden rules of the church right there, my friend.
Oh, yeah. Obviously, one of the rules in the cinema, we'll get on to this, one of the rules in the cinema is don't fucking stand up.
Well, first one,
speak.
don't talk for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
You miss
but
enough of the film.
But like, I don't know why. I don't know what it was about. But yeah, and because you just meant that I lost obviously the train of thought. But yeah, they have their rules about eating and that. But the thing that gets me with people eating, which I don't like, but obviously I eat myself. If you take food into the fucking cinema to watch a film, you eat it before the film starts. You don't save it. You don't sit there with a hot dog for half an hour and then halfway through the film start eating this fucking hot dog. You don't wait until your nachos go cold. You eat them straight away. Of course, you got your adverts, you got the trailers.
Yeah, your food probably should be finished before the film starts.
Exactly.
So you're not like pissing everyone else off with like fucking popcorn. Because popcorn isn't exactly fucking silent.
No.
Rustling with a bag and it's fucking crunchy and shit.
Yeah, and then if you go to the really good showing of I discussed last time about or previously about going to see Lauren Hardy down at Wembley. It was horrible. The film was brilliant, but horrible cinema, and people in there had generally never been to a cinema before. It was ridiculous. Like no one knew how to act. And then I took the old man to watch it in Loughborough, and it was great because it was like a 12:30 in the afternoon showing on like a Tuesday, and there's about 50 people. It was quite well attended for that kind of day, and it was just loads of like kind of couples or 3 or 4 people. The average age was 75, right? And it was great because people have bought packed lunches and shit. So I'm just surveying everyone. This is amazing. Like during the film, you could just hear the popping of kind of Tupperware.
Mavis off around a Scotch egg.
Oh, it was great. There were people literally buttering slices of bread halfway through the film. It was
a napkin.
It was really good, and I obviously it broke every single rule of watching a film, but in a really nice way. It's like watching around. This is really good.
You ever seen a film called Secretary? With Maggie Gyllenhaal and James Spader.
Yes.
I went to the cinema with a friend, Anthony, to see that.
A listener.
I don't know, is he?
Better fucking be.
Oh, we'll find out.
He listens to all the other podcasts I do.
All right. So we went to the cinema.
He's not just a friend, he's a fan.
All of the other.
We were hanging out one day.
The other one.
In Loughborough, and we went to a matinee of Secretary.
Is that one of them films that about the big kind of sea cow things? Carry on.
And yeah, it was. It was just there was just another.
I just got that.
Yeah, thank you. And the penny drops.
And yeah, it was just a couple of old folks, and in fact, I think there was only 2 other people in there. Just an older couple.
Wayne 2 was there.
But I don't know if anyone's aware of this film, but it's quite a graphic depiction of a
porno
BDSM lifestyle.
Yeah.
So it was a bit weird, me and Anthony just in the cinema by ourselves, sitting there watching this like quite graphically.
Did he invite you or vice versa? Because if you're the person who's been invited,
I think I might have invited him, and I think he may have got the wrong impression when he.
Was that as he got naked?
Well, it was when he was pinching my leg a bit too hard.
When he's like, you're eating the popcorn, you're like, would you like some more? He's like, no, fucking no.
You're allowed 2
but
pieces of popcorn.
the best stuff's at the bottom.
But he's not ate his hot dog yet.
Oh, he has.
I'd like to pet you before I go. I'll be back tomorrow night so we can drink some more. I don't care what the people are thinking. I'm not drunk, I'm just a drinking. I said more, another round. I said more, another round. I said more, another round. One more round, get me down. Another round.